Okay, this discussion is about self-publishing. I was looking over YouTube and I saw some of the self-publishing videos in there which I really liked, and most of them I do agree with 100%. One of them happens to be with, I guess he calls himself the Rambling Kid, and Derry. I agree with you guys. But also self-publishing is very hard. One, it's because of the money. Two, is because of the marketing. And three, because it is very hard out there, especially market-wise, when it comes to self-publishing. A lot of people out there really don't like self-publishers for a lot of reasons. I mean, one of them, a lot of them always say, well, self-publishers don't have good grammar. A lot of the books have editing problems. A lot of that is true, but also those are things that can actually be corrected by the self-publishers themselves. All they have to do is find people that can actually help them with the editing part of the work. The marketing is a whole different story. Marketing does take a lot of money. It takes a lot of determination, a lot of ambition, and a lot of hard work. I myself, I'm a self-published author, and I have a book. It's called Falsetta, Voices and Echoes of the Colosseum. I recently self-published my novel, my fantasy novel, and it's been very hard. I mean, I have pushed the book it came out on August 5th. And since August, I've been actually pushing the book, marketing-wise, every day. And it's been a non-stop thing. I mean, from the time I get off of work, I get on the computer, and that's all it is basic marketing. And I try to hit all the markets with it. You know, I try to hit Barnes & Noble, Borders, Amazon, Scrib, Twitter, you name it, I've hit them. You know, because in a sense, your book will be successful depending on how hard you push yourself and how hard you push your own product, because it is a product. I mean, you work hard to be able to make something that is worth reading, you know, and if you believe in it so much, and if you have that confidence in your product, then you can actually market it, you know. And for those out there, it does take money to self-publish. It does. There's some out there like mentioned, Lulu.com, Booklocker.com, Shortmanbooks.com, and other self-publishers out there. I myself published through Author House. They've actually been pretty good with me. I mean, they've been very decent with me. They've actually helped me, and they work with me, you know. And I've actually have purchased some of the marketing kits from Author House. So therefore, there again, you know, it really depends on how hard you push your own product, you know. It just doesn't end in the writing, and it's a marriage. I mean, if you're going to jump into self-publishing, it's a marriage. I mean, you really, really got to dedicate yourself with it. It's a huge responsibility for a self-publisher. Unlike some authors out there that get published by major publishers, a lot of the times they're the lucky ones because they just have to focus on the writing, you know, and they just have to meet deadlines. With us as self-published authors, it goes beyond that. I mean, it just not only goes beyond the writing, the editing, we also have to make sure that it has a good cover, a good catchable cover, a good marketable cover. And at the same time, we have to hit ground groundwork. I mean, as far as the internet, as far as making flyers, making calls, trying to make sure that your name of your book is out there, word of mouth. And the same thing goes with book reviewers. You have to contact the book reviewers, and you got to make sure that it's something that they're going to like. You've got to make sure you get good reviews on the book, you know. And it's just an endless amount of hard work. But in the end, it will pay off. And it'll pay off depending on how much you want your book to sell. So really, for those that want to do self-publishing, really think about what you're diving into, because it just doesn't stop in the writing. That's just the beginning. You know, it goes way beyond that. And I feel that just because one is self-published, it doesn't mean that the book is bad. You know, everyone should give self-publishers a chance. You know, okay, you get some books that aren't good, but some say 97%. Okay, so what happened to the 4% or the 5%? You know, you're not giving those authors that actually will have a good book, a good story, a chance. You know. So I feel as though that us as self-published authors, if we actually work together as a unison, we can actually make something a lot better out of it, you know, helping each other, pushing our product, our books. My advice to a lot of you is, when you write, also think beyond the book. Think marketing-wise. You know, because you do have to sell your book. You got to market your book, you know. Is it a universal book? You know, where's your book going to show up? You know, in what areas? So on and so forth. You have to thinking about the business part of it as well, not just the writing. And there again, like I said, it's a lot harder for us as publishers. But for now, I stop here, and I'll try to make another video to explain myself a little further. But I just wanted to do this short and quick. And like I said, I agree with all the other, it is hard work, it is. But at the same time, it is a very satisfying at the very end to be a self-publisher. It is very satisfying knowing that you actually have your dream out there finally. So for now, I end it now. Thank you.